Welcome to Hardcore Garage. So you know that we got a 2003 round body Chevy S10 4-wheel drive 4.3, and we need to clean that bad boy up just like we're doing on the Cameo. We're kind of flip-flopping back and forth on these two projects. While we wait on parts for one, we'll work on this one. I want to turn this camera around and show you the engine here, and we'll get to cleaning. Now, I believe this truck was sitting for quite a while. It's pretty dusty. Not really, greasy or anything like that. Just a lot of dust and, grime maybe, road grime. We are going to spray this bad boy down with some gunk engine degreaser, the gel, and power wash it down. Okay, I have made it to the car wash. Got some parts down here. Dig out my little crap here. So what do I like to use to clean an engine? I'm thinking that we've talked about this before, but gunk engine degreaser, the heavy duty gel, is always been my go-to. Works pretty good. It's always best to try to wipe down anything like dry or major grease that you can get it off with rags, old rags, paper towels, whatever. You want to get all that crap out of there first before you waste your time just spraying some stuff on there. But here it is, the engine degreaser. This one's almost empty. I brought 2 cans with me. Let's try this out. So here's what we're working with. Nothing major, not real greasy or anything like that. Just needs some touch-ups. So I'm going to set the camera back here far enough that it doesn't get wet. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. It says that you're supposed to cover up wiring and stuff like that when you do this. I never did that. I ain't saying I ain't never had no bad experiences with getting motors wet. So just don't spray your electronics if you can keep from it. You just want to spray this stuff on the things that look dirty. This can't even make it very long. That's all that one. It was almost empty anyway. Usually go through a little bit more than 1 can doing this stuff. You don't want to do it on a hot motor, but you don't want to do it on a cold motor either. You want it to be warm. You can spray it on hoses. I'm getting some electronics over there wet. I'm obviously getting a little bit on the exhaust. It's alright though. I'm going to try to keep it off the paint as much as possible. And because I've had bad experiences, I always like to start the motor before I start spraying water at it. I'm going to start on soap. All right, I'm going to leave it running, but let's take a look so far. Firewall looks a lot better. I might have blew off some stickers here. Maybe they'll stick back, maybe they won't. We're going to drive this home and it'll dry itself off a little bit, and then we will spray some shiny stuff on there. Okay, we are back in the garage. I'm sure it's going to look a lot better, or not a lot better, a lot drier than it did when we seen it last time. Still not fully dry, so I am going to wait a second before I spray some of this on here. Not like you guys will see that time change at all in a video, but that's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to use. I should own stock in this stuff because I keep a bunch of this on hand. It just looks really nice, almost like you've got a clear coat on everything that you spray this stuff on. And no, I'm not sponsored by Gunk, even though I'd like to be. Now, if you were doing a show detail, you'd want to really go through here and clean and clean and clean before you spray this stuff on here. You know, like, I don't know if you can see it back in there. The firewall's still kind of a little dirty, and I'm sure that would all clean up if you wanted to take the time to do that. But that's not what we're going to do right now. We're just going to see what happens if we spray this motor down and then apply our detail spray directly to it and see how good it changes the looks of just an average everyday vehicle, not a show vehicle. Again, this stuff may tell you to cover up your wires and stuff like that. I don't do that. Probably should, but we're just using this stuff just like most people would, and I doubt most people follow directions very well either. But we're just going to start spraying in here. Try to get a nice coating on anything that you want to shine. Hoses, plastic, your wire loom, that firewall back there. You are going to be really surprised at what this stuff does for the ease of use. Try not to get it on your paint. You're going to have to hit from different directions to make sure you get everything. Just keep looking. Keep spraying wherever you think you need to put it. You'll kind of see it starting to dry a little bit. Sometimes it'll soak in really well. We're going to wipe all this down after we get done, just so it doesn't look sloppy. And you got to figure you're really only getting the surfaces that you can see when you're spraying this on here. So you got to kind of look at it from different angles to make sure you're getting everything. I think that's pretty good. We'll let this stuff dry a little bit. And we'll come back here and show you what it looks like once it's all dry. Probably could have sprayed it all over this stuff, and I may go back and do that if this doesn't blend well. But this stuff kind of, when it's wet, you can move it around. And let's let that dry, and we'll see how she turns out. Looking pretty good. And I think it's pretty decent now. Still probably not quite dry, leaving a little bit of residue. You can go through with a towel, nice clean towel, and wipe it all down if you'd like also. Might make you a little more happy. But I'm totally pleased. And this is one thing that you need to kind of check out when you're looking at used cars. It's very easy to make something look a lot better than it probably is. Keep that in mind. So what now? I'd mentioned the things that I need to take care of. There was another one. Yeah, another one. I have a check engine light on. Evap, solenoid pump or pump solenoid or something like that. I already picked up the part. It was $32. I've got to change that. Hopefully that does away with that code. There was only like 3 different things, and they were $30 some or below to get those pieces. So shouldn't be a big deal. Also, gas cap will throw that, whatever the code was. I should have wrote it down, or actually I have the copy of it. It's just not with me. So yeah, we'll go get on with that. We'll keep you guys updated on everything that we're doing. Try to keep, on track and hope for the best, man. Them second gens, gotta give them the respect, man. Live and learn. Keep on trucking.